Hi guys, so today I'm coming at you with a brand new makeup tutorial. I'm going to be using the Morphe Brushes 35C and 35E palette. I got requested to do a look using the 35F palette, but I don't have that palette. And I was just thinking, I already have the 35E, which has all the shimmers, and I have the 35C, which has all the mattes, and I feel like instead of buying the 35F, which has very similar shades, I would just use the 35C and the 35E. So that's what I did for this look. I used both of those palettes, and someone requested that I do a Burgundy Smokey eye with the eyeliner extending in the inner corner. So if I look a little bit different, that's why, because I normally never extend my eyeliner into my inner corner. I just feel like it looks kind of odd, but let me know what you guys think, if it looks different or weird or not, so I can decide whether I should keep doing this or not. So anyway, without any further ado, if you guys want to see how to get this makeup look right here, please keep on watching. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35F palette. So get those out, class. This is the 35F, really gorgeous palette. It has all shimmery shades, purely shimmer. And because of that, I'm going to also use the Morphe 35C palette, which is like completely matte. It's all completely matte. And I'm going to pretty much do a, it's not fall anymore, so I'm gonna do like a winter makeup look using the 35F and 35C palette. So let's get started. Okay, so first as a transition color, I'm going to use this shade right here. It's like an off-white, really off-white, creamy shade that has like kind of a green tint to it. And I'm going to use that. That's the closest thing in this palette to my eye color, or my skin color, I should say. So I'm going to take that and use it as a transition shade and just put it all over my lid. And this is the Morphe M511, I forgot to mention. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a shade that's a little bit darker. I'm going to go into this shade right here and lay it over top of the previous shade that I used, just so that it adds more dimension. Okay, so now for even more dimension, we're going to take this shade right here, and this is like a bit of a reddish brown, kind of reminds me of clay. So I'm going to take that one and layer it on top of the last shade. Okay, and now in order to transition into the Morphe 35F palette, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a burgundy shade. I think it's like a true burgundy shade to me. So I'm gonna put this right in the crease area and not go too high up so it covers up what I already worked on. And that is going to be my transition into the 35F palette. And I'm going to take the brush that I've been using, the Morphe M511. I just forgot to mention it again. I'm so good at this, you guys. Okay, so now that I have my whole top part done, very matte, I'm also going to do my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to dip into the same, pretty much the same colors that I used already to do my top. But I'm going to start with this shade right here, because I don't feel on the bottom lash line that I need this transition shade. So I'm going to use this one first with a Morphe M506 brush. And next I'm going to go into the darker shade right above that. And actually I feel like I kind of just want to leave it like that, but I do feel that the burgundy on the top just isn't enough oomph. So I'm going to go in to that same burgundy shade that I used, and I'm going to take this small brush, and I think if I do that with a more precision brush, it's going to be prettier and show up better. Okay, and just as I suspected, it looks a lot better with the precision brush. But now I'm just gonna smoke it out a little bit using the Morphe M511 brush. I'm just gonna blend it so that it all fits together. Okay, so now that I've done the top and the bottom with the 35C palette, I'm going to go into the star of the show, the star of the look, and that is the 35. Okay, so now that I've finished my burgundy matte look, I'm going to go into my 35E palette. This is all shimmery shades. And I'm going to pick a color that will complement this burgundy eye look. Okay, so I'm going to go into this shade right here in the 35E palette. It's very similar to burgundy. There's nothing true burgundy in here, I feel like, but I think that this one is the most similar, so I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to use my Morphe E10 brush to pack the shade on, and I'm going to use my favorite technique, which is wetting the brush. Okay, so far I'm really loving the way that this is looking. It's looking really glam and very cranberry-ish, winter appropriate, I feel like. So now I'm going to do my inner corner with some sort of highlight shade. And there are so many pretty colors to pick from, I don't even know. Like, this whole line of colors are so pretty. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more gold toned and more champagne toned. So I'm going to go with this one right here on the bottom. And I'm going to go into that using a really small little detail brush. And I'm also going to highlight my, this palette pinched me. Okay, and I'm also going to highlight using this shade right here, my brow bone. And the reason I'm using a lighter shade for my brow bone is because if I use a shade too dark, like the one that I used in my inner corner, although it looks really bright, if I use it up here, it just won't look right. So that's my reason. And as you can see, it adds like such a pretty pop on the brow bone. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyeliner, my bottom waterline. And I'm going to go into the NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner in Brown Perfection. And now it looks kind of harsh, like you can see it's just a brown line. So I'm going to take a shade from here, from the 35C palette. I'm going to take that burgundy shade that I wasn't going to use. I know I changed my mind a lot. I'm going to smoke out the brown. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyeliner real quick, my cat eye. And the person that requested me to do this look, they wanted me to do a cat eye with the line extending into my inner corners. And I don't ever do that because it looks weird on me. But it's been so long since I've done it that I'm just gonna try it. We'll see. It could result in me ruining this entire look, but let's just try it out. I'm using the Lorac Front of the Line Pro. Okay, actually this isn't that bad. I think it's because I just got better at doing my eyeliner, but this might be the best my eyeliner's ever looked. It's just too hard for me to do the inner corner, so I stopped like right here. Also, it looks weird when I close my eyes. That's like the main issue. I don't know, I'm just complaining now. Okay, so I'm gonna do my lashes. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to use my Pretty Little Lashes Mink Lashes in Voluptuous. They look so glam. And I think it's appropriate for this look. And always remember, put on your mascara before you put on mink lashes especially, but I do it before any of my lashes because it helps my lashes last a lot longer. Most lashes you'll get like 10 to 15 wears out of if you don't put mascara on them, in my opinion. Especially mink lashes, they'll last like forever, and you're actually not supposed to put mascara on them in the first place. So I'm just gonna put some mascara on. Okay, and I'll just put my lashes on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm really liking the way it's looking. The lashes are so fluttery and big. That's how I like it. Okay, so now onto the lips. I want to keep it pretty neutral considering the eyes are the star of the show. So I'm going to go for one of my go-to NYX butter lipsticks. My three favorite ones are Snow Cap, which is like a lighter one, a peachy shade, Snack Shack, which is like right in the middle between Root Beer Float. So it's like these three are my top favorites. And I think for this look, I'm going to go for the middle one, called Snack Shack. Okay, and I actually want to add this shade Snow Cap, the lighter one, on top of it in the middle to make my lips appear larger. Also, I think it is a little too dark for my liking for this look right now. Okay, so I think that this lip combination looks a lot better. I think it complements the eyes really nicely. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!